In this lesson, I'm going to talk about the importance of building your email list starting from day one. Now, this is something I actually ignored myself for a long time, and I realized I've been missing out. So we're going to talk about building your email list, and we're going to go through how to actually build a two-page funnel to build your email list starting today. So what you're going to learn from this video is why building your email list is so important and how a simple two-page funnel can actually help you. I'm also going to actually show you how to build a really simple funnel as well, so you can start building your own email list. So why does email matter so much? The thing is, with social media, things can change quite quickly. So you might be thinking, I've got a lot of followers on social media, I'm going viral, I'm appearing live every day, I've got a really good following on there. But what would happen if that social media platform got banned? Whether your account got hacked by hackers, this could cause your business to go down if you lost your social media account. And it might not even be your fault. The point is that your social media channels are in the hands of the platforms and the companies that control them, and they could be taken away any minute. So email beats social media every time. And the good thing is, like I've said, you own the list, you control the outcome. Once someone signed up to your email list, you've got them then, and you just need to keep them on your list by providing value content to them. So the simple funnel blueprint we're going to use for our basic two-page funnel is an opt-in page and a thank you page. So what we want to do is we want to create a landing page for our potential customers, our audience, to come to, enter their name and email address in, so then we can store them details on our list to use in the future. But the thing is, they're not just going to come in and give you their name and email address for nothing. So we need to do what's called a lead magnet. We need to produce something for them in exchange for their name and email address. And you can create one of these yourself, depending on what your niche is, what your business is about. You can create your own lead magnet in like a program called Canva. Now, this lesson's not going to go through that process of building a lead magnet. Another alternative, instead of producing like a PDF that they download, you could actually produce a video that appears on the thank you page. That could be a lead magnet. You could be offering a free lesson. That could be your lead magnet. That would be what the person is giving their name and email address in exchange for. So just for example purposes, this is a digital marketing basics guide that I produced a while ago that I was offering originally as a lead magnet on my website. And it's just a file made in Canva, quite simple to make, nothing too flashy about it, it's just information. So what we're going to do when we get to the actual funnel building process, we're going to be using this guide as the lead magnet to get people to sign up to the funnel. Before we move on from this bit, all I'm going to do is I'm going to want to use the front cover of this lead magnet so I can use it on the funnel page. So I'm just going to save this graphic so I can use it. So I'm going to download it. I'm going to download it as a PNG file, which is an image. And I only want to download the first page, which is the cover. So like I said, I'm going to use the cover of this ebook on my funnel page. And we're going to actually keep this Canva document open. I mean, Canva, you can actually use a free account with Canva. This really is the simplest funnel strategy. It's just 2 pages. There's no technical headaches with it. There's no overwhelm. It really is just 2 pages, but it will let you start building an email list. This part of the lesson is going to actually show you how to build this 2-page funnel using ClickFunnels. And if you want to follow along yourself, I've actually included a button below where you can get a 14-day free trial of ClickFunnels. So let's get right to it. The purpose of this funnel is to drive traffic to it from our ideal audience, and we're going to offer them a free download of, in this case, is my digital marketing basics ebook. We're going to be offering them that ebook in exchange for their first name and email address. So on the left hand side in ClickFunnels, you'll see an option for funnels, and once you're in there, click on the create funnel button. It's going to ask us now what type of funnel we want to build. Now in this case, we're building a really basic funnel to capture emails. So we're going to choose the lead funnels option. We'll scroll down, you see it's actually creating our 2-page funnel for us. We've actually got a squeeze page, also known as a landing page. That's what people will land on when they click on your link. Then once they've signed up, we're going to take them to a thank you page. And further down the page, it actually gives us some templates to start from. And let's have a little look through them. Find one that sort of matches what you want. If you want to preview one, you can click on the preview template button, which will open up the template in a new browser tab. So I'm going to try and find one to use for my free PDF. And I think I'm going to use this one as a starting point. We're going to change the text on this page anyway, but I'm going to use this one as a starting point. So I'm going to click on the select funnel option, and then ClickFunnels will go ahead and build the funnel for you now. Once that's done, you can start customizing the funnel by clicking on the Customize Now button. Here you will see our opt-in page, a squeeze page, and our thank you page. And we can start editing the first page now by clicking on the edit button. And you'll see that the templates put a lot of this content on there that we're not going to use in this demo. So you can actually hover over parts of the screen in ClickFunnels and delete things. You can actually edit the text as well. It's worth mentioning as well, I'm not going to cover it in this video, but normally when you're creating funnels, in the footer of your funnel, you would have things like a privacy policy and other legal documentation for compliance reasons, things like an affiliate disclosure or an income disclaimer, things like that. They would usually go in the footer. In this example, we're not going to do that. This is just to show you how to get it set up, but you would normally have legal documentation, things like that, in the footer of the funnel. So all I'm going to do here is change this text at the top. I've actually got a document with the text I'm going to use in my funnel. So I've actually got a heading already that I've created in a document. I'm going to use that in the top and the sub headline as well. Leave that there. And get rid of this bit down here. We don't need that. We don't need that bit in the top either. I'm going to get rid of that line there. You'll notice it's only put on this template, it's only put an email address, and we want to capture the name as well, because even though we're not going to cover it in this video, in the future when you start sending emails out to your list, you want to be able to address them by their first name to personalize it. So when they receive an email off you, it says something like hi, whatever the first name is, and then the email. It makes it a lot more personal. So all we're gonna do for that is I'm gonna click on the email and I'm gonna click clone on it. So now we're gonna have two email address boxes. We're gonna change that now. We're gonna change the first one by clicking on it. And in the input type box, we're going to choose first name. Now you can see that the form has got a box for the first name and the email address. We want to change the text on this button as well. We don't want it to say send me the report. So we click on the button and we can change it to send me the guide. You'll notice before as well that I actually saved the front cover of my ebook in Canva. I saved it to my computer and we're going to use that cover on this funnel page now, on this landing page. So the template's actually put a picture in there already for us, but we're going to replace that with the one that I downloaded before. So I'm going to click on the picture, and in this image section here, I'm going to click on the icon, and you can actually upload your own image to this. I'll click on that button there, and you'll see the picture that I downloaded previously from Canva. Now this isn't the actual document at the moment. This is just the front cover. It's just a visual representation of what they're getting. The actual file will be delivered to them in the next step. So this is just a picture. I'm going to upload that picture to ClickFunnels. And that takes a couple of seconds. And I'm going to click on it. And as you'll see now, it's put my picture front cover onto the screen. You'll notice that when I click on the button, send me the guide, the action for the button is to actually submit the form, which is what we want. What will happen then when they submit the form with their name and email address in, it will store their details in ClickFunnels then, and you can use them in the future to communicate with your list. Once we've got that page the way we want it, we press the save button on the top right, and then we can go back to the main page then. So we've got our squeeze page, opt-in page, landing page, whatever you want to call it. And we've actually got a thank you page as well, which we need to edit now. So ClickFunnels has actually created us a thank you page, which we need to go in and edit it. Just like we did with the squeeze page, we need to go in and edit the thank you page. So as you can see, it's put all this stuff in there that we're not going to use. It's not relevant to what we're doing on this funnel. But you could actually use this to direct your audience to various offers. Now, like I mentioned previously, we're not going to do anything clever with this funnel. We're just going to capture email addresses at this point. We're not going to actually start emailing anybody yet. Usually you would send the document via email once they've signed up through your funnel. But for that, you need to set up your email, you need to set up your domain name, things like that. So we're not going to cover it in this lesson. So we're going to change the wording for this. We're going to deliver them the document directly from this page. So I think I'll delete that text there and put, here is your guide. So on our page now, we're going to actually deliver them the guide that we created in Canva. So under here, I'm going to add an element. And I'm going to look for the form option because we're going to put a button on there. And we're going to put a button onto the page. And you see there it's added a button saying click to sign up. Well, we don't want them to sign up. The button just says that by default, but what we can do is we can click on that button and change the text for that to say download now. You can actually change the font and all that sort of stuff if you want on the button. But I'm going to keep it simple for this demonstration. So now we've got thank you page and a download button. What we're going to do at this point is actually let them download the PDF that we promised them when they signed up. Maybe you haven't actually got a downloadable PDF or guide to use as a lead magnet and you want to record your own video. That video could be like a lesson. It could be something that provides value to your prospective customers. It could be a taste into what your business is all about. So what you do in that case is you would add an element, click on media, and then you would choose video. What will happen then is a video will be added to your thank you page and you can upload your own video then so that people that sign up to your form can then watch it after signing up. So if you do go down the video route, you need to actually click on the video and enter the URL, the link for your video. So it accepts things like YouTube and Vimeo and things like that. You would paste the link for that video in there. But in this example, we're not putting a video in there. We're going to take people to download the digital marketing basics guide that we were talking about before. So back in Canva, what we're going to do here is we're going to create a public view link of this guide so that people can view it but not change it. So I've got my document that I'm going to share with people that sign up. And I'm going to click on the share button within Canva and then create a public view link. And you'll see here, it's created me a public view link that I can copy. And what I can do now is I can share that with people and they won't be able to edit it, but they'll be able to view the document. So that's the link we want. And we're going to put that on the button in ClickFunnels. So back into ClickFunnels, we're going to click on the download now button. And then what's going to happen is on the click action, so when they click on this button, we don't want to submit the form now. They've already submitted the form to give us their name and email address. What we want this button to do now is to download that file. And what we'll do is we've actually got a link. So we're going to click on the option to go to and then a custom URL. And in this box here, we're going to paste the link from Canva into that box there. And we're going to actually open it up in a new window as well. So once we've done that, we click on the save button. So we click on the back button to go back to our funnels page. You'll now see that we've got our squeeze page, landing page, and we've got our thank you page, which has got a button on where we deliver the guide to the user that signed up. As you'll see in ClickFunnels, after we've created our funnel, that we're still in test mode, and we can change that in a minute. And what we'll do first is go up to the settings button on the top right, and I'm going to change the name of that one to something more meaningful. Call it Digital Marketing Basics Lead Magnet, because that's what they're getting when they sign up for this funnel. You'll also notice on this page that when you get a ClickFunnels account, you'll get a domain to use with it, which in this case, as you can see, it's not very appealing. So what you would normally do is, we're not going to do that in this lesson, is to get a domain name. So you can purchase your own domain name that matches your business or company name. It could be yourcompany.com, something like that. But the idea is that you'll get your own domain name, and there's loads of places you can get them, and then you will add them to ClickFunnels. But you do get one to use straight away, and this will work fine. So once we've done that, is we're going to flip it from test mode. We're going to flip that off now, so we're not in test mode anymore. And when I've done that, I'm going to click on the update funnel button on the bottom. And now that's been done. Now we've got our funnel ready, our simple 2-page funnel. And we've taken it out of test mode and it's now live. We can actually test it to see that it works. If we click on this button here, it will open the funnel up and you'll see it exactly how people will see it. So we're going to test it. I'm going to enter my details into this form and I'm going to click on the button to submit them. And as you'll see, after I've submitted my details, I get the thank you page with the download now button. Now if I click on that download now button, I'll be taken to the Canva page that I can now view. Now we can see that that's working. We've submitted a test one. It's submitted the details, the name and email address. It's stored that in the system. I'll show you that in a minute. And it's delivered the lead magnet to the person that signed up through the funnel. So if I go back into, close that down now, and into ClickFunnels again. If I go back to the main page, on the left hand side, you go to the customers section and go to contacts. And there you will see that my test one has been added. So you can start building your list now. So on social media, get the link to your funnel on there, drive traffic to it, get people to sign up by offering them a lead magnet in exchange for their name and email address, and start building your list. So hopefully you've enjoyed this lesson. And the next thing is to actually get stuck in yourself, start building them. Underneath the video, you're going to see a button that goes to a one funnel away challenge. This one funnel away challenge will show you how to build sales funnels that convert. Just sign up for the one funnel away challenge underneath this video and get started yourself. But let's make it clear, it's not enough just to sign up for the challenge. You need to actually do the work. You need to listen to what you're being taught. You need to implement it and act on it. Take in what they teach you on the challenge, absorb it, implement what they teach you. So it really is a powerful skill to have in your toolbox. So click on the button below, get signed up, and start your one funnel away challenge. Learning this skill, using this challenge, could be the one thing that has the potential to set you up for financial freedom in the future. But you need to put the work in and you need to take that first step. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed this video. Thanks for watching and enjoy your journey of becoming a funnel flipper.